Shalom, Israel. All praises. Put sevens in the chat if y'all can hear us. All praises. Shout out to the chat. It's been a little second. We was in Vegas last week, so we didn't have Friday class, and
getting busy too.
my little one was getting busy. My little one was born. All praises. So I couldn't have Friday class. He was actually born on the Sabbath. So we back here, and it's good to be back. Good to be back. All praises. Make sure y'all get them likes up. Put sevens in the chat if you sound all right. Sound good? All right, cool.
Shalom, everybody. Happy Sabbath. Lord willing, I'm bringing it in lawfully and holy.
All praises. We got a good one today. All praises, man. All praises. So this class tonight is actually inspired by tomorrow's class as well.
Amen.
So it'd be kind of like a two-part. We're gonna be talking about Mystery Babylon tonight, and we're also gonna go into the Mark of the Beast tomorrow. I'm gonna follow it up with the Mark of the Beast tomorrow. Real scary lessons. Real scary lessons. Definitely for me, eye opener in terms of like your walk. Israel, I'm gonna tell you, make sure that your walk is really sincere with the Most High. I know for me, preparing lessons like these, I'm always convicting myself. Man, because these classes are serious, you know, and then what they say, hindsight is 2020. You know what I mean? So Mystery Babylon. Send this class to anybody that loves America.
Man.
All right. This is one of those classes, man. Send it. Anybody that professes to love Yahweh Shai, but also loves America, this class is for you. This class is for you. So
should be a banger.
It should be, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna jump right into it. All praises through the power of the Most High. First and foremost, I want to say all praise and honor and glory to the Most High. And his son, Mashiach Yahweh Shai, for allowing us to see another beautiful Sabbath.
Amen.
And allowing the YouTube family to be back for another beautiful Sabbath.
Amen.
All right, we serve the Most High. We do not serve man. We do not please men. We serve only the Most High, and I want to, honor him for allowing me to see another day and another beautiful Sabbath. So shout out to everybody that is enjoying the Sabbath and class in the comfort of their home. So let's jump right into this, man. Let's get Revelation chapter 17, verse 5.
Let's get it.
All right. Let's get Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. And when you get it, go ahead.
Read it. Yeah. The book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw.
So it says Mystery, Babylon. All right. The Great. It's a mystery. This is the Bible is a book of imagery, allegory. You have to ask the Most High to give you the spirit to understand his words and what he is trying to convey to you. A lot of similitudes,
dark
sayings, things that are not really cut and dry as they seem within the scriptures. And the Most High is giving us warnings, right? He's giving us instruction and he's giving us warnings to be able to let us know what time we're in. So when you look up Mystery Babylon, you're going to see a lot of different understandings. Definitely people of your Christian persuasion, they definitely not even going to recognize who Mystery Babylon is.
Right.
We have to reveal who this nation is, because the Most High spoke about this nation, this last great evil nation, which is given its authority and its power by Satan. All right. This nation, Mystery Babylon, is given its authority and its power by Satan, and it is a mystery.
Right.
All right. So we're gonna get a couple of things. Matter of fact, let me share my screen. Let me go to Blue Letter real quick.
Okay.
I want to get that word mystery in Revelation chapter 17 and 5. So,
and it's very interesting what you're getting at. It's all caps. So it's the Lord is emphasizing on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Yes,
interesting.
sir. Yes. Let's go ahead and get this. Yes. So let me share my screen. Absolutely. So mystery. Let's look that up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Miss Musterion. Musterion. All right. G3466. And it says in the outline of biblical usages, it says hidden thing, secret, mystery. All right. So it's a hidden thing. This is a hidden thing. This is a secret, right? The scripture says it is the wisdom of kings to search out a matter. All right. We might have to pull that, right? But this is a hidden thing. So when it says mystery Babylon, right? The great, this is a hidden thing. This is a thing that's concealed.
Right.
A hidden or secret thing, not obvious to the understanding. All right. Secret. Okay. So let's go down to the Strong's definition, musterion, okay? A secret or mystery through the idea of silence imposed by initiation into religious rites, mystery, okay? A secret, a mystery. So when we go back and we read about mystery Babylon, the great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. The key that we want to look into, which you pointed out, notice how all of this is capped. All of this is capped. That was a good observation. It says mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So you're pro, we got to figure out who this is. Now, we know who this is. We know that this is America. Is this America? Is this Iran? Is it
Israel?
Is it Israel? You got different type of ideas and persuasions. Tonight, we're going to get into this and show you who Mystery Babylon is, the great, because understanding Mystery Babylon, when you understand who the mother of harlots is, and you understand the abominations of the earth, you understand who Satan is, what kingdom Satan is using to run his nation, then anything coming out of this nation you don't trust.
Exactly.
So this class is important, because once you find out who Mystery Babylon is, anybody that they associate themselves with, anything that they like, anything that they agree with, that's something that you most likely don't want to be a part of, right? One thing about tonight's class is the scripture says if they would thought to deceive even the very elect.
Right.
So we live in a time where the mystery of Babylon, sometimes we get comfortable in this place. We watching soccer, cookouts, basketball. LeBron, as he left the Lakers, everything, and we forget, because this place is very good at making us forget the evil that is spewing from this place. So you'll get a lot of people that tell us, oh, it's no greater country than America. Let you do whatever you want. True, we might not be slaves like we were once upon a time. You might be able to walk down the street. You might be able to get money. You might be able to get a Mercedes. But remember what the scripture says. The scripture says what? Let's get this real quick. Let's get that in Proverbs real quick. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Gotcha. Ecclesiastes 7:7.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
And a gift destroys the heart. So this place specializes in giving us gifts, specializes in making us feel comfortable, specializes in making us feel happy, having fun, right? It says a gift destroys the heart. So, you get a lot of people say, well, you could be in a third world country and can't eat. That's true. But then again, that does not erase the wickedness, the spiritual fornication. So this place is Mystery Babylon. We're gonna prove that, right? You want to say something?
Yeah, it's a lot of people do say that statement. Well, you could be in a different country, leave, and this and that. It's like they insert that statement to erase all of America's wrongdoings and all of America's wickedness. Like, yeah, America is wicked. It has all these bad things, but we have running water, we have electricity, we have airplanes. You know, it's like a canceling out. You know, I've always found that statement to be weird.
Absolutely. Get Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. So we want to get the criteria. All right, we want to get the criteria.
So 11 and 8.
Yeah, 11 and 8.
The book of Revelations, chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
So we got Babylon, we have Sodom, and we have Egypt. Right. So Mystery Babylon, this country, this nation, is associated with Babylon, Egypt, and Sodom. Okay. So those are the three names that you'll see, which this place is associated with. Okay. What this nation will be. This nation will be a place of Babylon. What is Babylon known for? Babylon is known for its sorcery.
Right.
It's known for its magic. It's known for its black arts. We're going to get a little bit of that tonight. What is Egypt known for? Egypt is known for our first captivity, right? When you go into the Bible, when you read about Egypt and how they took us over and took us and held us as captives in Egypt. Then you have Sodom. What is Sodom known for? Sodom is known for all type of fornication, all type of lust, and things of that nature, right? So this place, Mystery Babylon, has to encompass all of those attributes of these different ancient societies. Right. It also has to display power and rulership. So how do we know Iran is not Mystery Babylon? Well, easy. Let's get Revelation chapter 17 real quick.
Come on.
Revelation chapter 17. This is the book of Revelation 17, and start at verse let's read start at verse 1.
Got you. Revelation 17 and 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee judgment. I will show thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
All right. So it says, I will show you the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. What do these waters symbolize? Right? What are these waters? Let's skip down. Go to verse 15.
Come on, 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
So this nation is not just a superpower.
Right.
It's not just China, which is a superpower. It says that this nation sits on top of many nations, meaning this nation is the top nation. It's a top nation that sits on many different countries, nations. America, between Esau's territories, they control what do you say, like 70% of the world? Damn near.
Yeah.
Most of Africa is ran by European countries and a little bit of China, right? All of the Americas is ran by America, Esau territory. South America is ran primarily by Britain and Spain. Right. Hawaii, but I think that territory is covered by what, America?
That's American states. So
They're
American jurisdiction.
Hawaii is American jurisdiction.
Alaska,
Australia. Name some places.
Russia.
Name some. We know Russia.
Right.
But name some countries. Let's just list out some countries and some places, and 9 times out of 10 is going to be some type of European power backline.
For sure.
The European currency is the currency that basically controls all the world economy, from the US dollar to the euro, right? So when you look at these things and you say, okay, but I'm gonna tell you guys tonight, it's bigger than just America. And we're going to show you beyond a shadow of a doubt that Mystery Babylon is America. But it's bigger than even America. It's actually encompassing all of Esau in his jurisdiction. Okay, and we're gonna show that through the power of the precepts.
Oh, praise
So now let's go back. So did we read all of 15?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's go back and let's read verse 2, Revelation 17 and 2. Let's read that.
Got you. The book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
See, Mystery Babylon is going to make the whole world drunk with the wine of her fornications.
Mm-hmm.
The whole entire world is going to be ran and controlled primarily with her fornications and her evils, which we're going to get into that. Okay. So the chief high place of wickedness is found in the very place that we are in right now currently. This is where the world gets its wickedness from. The wickedness is funneled from this place and it spreads out, literally. And it's really no question. I mean, what other country is as evil and as wicked as this place? There is no other country as evil and wicked as this place. So that's why this lesson is kind of scary and it's an eye opener for me, because we get so comfortable, we forget just how wicked this place is. We forget now. We don't realize. And this is the scary part about when we're going to go into tomorrow, the mark of the beast, because we get so desensitized to how evil this place is that we forget. We literally, it's not that bad. It's crazy. I'm not even going to jump the gun for tomorrow's class, but just know that it is definitely crazy. So Mystery Babylon, for one, has to have power over nations. 2, has to have influence over nations, right? So let's get Revelation chapter 18 real quick.
Got you.
And let's read verse 1.
The book of Revelations 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Read.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Read.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication,
Read.
and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
See, this is the funny part. We got God Logic or God Tragic and all of these Christian apologists and all of these, people that want to come against the Israelites. I never hear them ever talking about who Mystery Babylon the Great is.
That's a fact.
The only thing that we talk about, Trinity, Gentiles.
Man.
Those are the main 3 doctrines, and here and there, you might get a couple doctrines that change here and there, baptism, or like my brother Ahmad was telling me about today, baptism, and then you might get is Esau the white man, and so on and so forth. But the primary doctrines that are discussed is Gentile salvation and
Jesus is God,
the Trinity. Now, the funny thing about it is, I don't ever hear Christians ever going into Revelation chapter 18. Because it's so funny how this is important. Understanding Mystery Babylon actually gives us a greater understanding of what doctrines we should not take part in.
For sure.
I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all tonight why this class is important. And I'm going to show you through the power of the Most High. This class is important because anything that comes out of this place, you cannot trust.
That's a fact.
All right. So we're going to see that. So every cage of a hateful bird. Are you at verse 3?
I just ended 3. You on 3 again?
Read 4.
Revelations 18 and 4.
Read.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
See, this is scary right here. It says, come out of her, my people, that you receive not of her plagues. So, context clue. Where is Israel supposed to be in the latter days?
Scattered to the 4 corners of the earth in the northern country. Right.
And it's supposed to be in Babylon, Mystery Babylon. So how are the small hats in Israel right now true Israelites?
Bring that out.
According to the Bible. See, sometimes all you got to do is just read. and then use common sense.
Yeah.
How are the small hats in Israel right now, the true Israelites, when they're supposed to be in Mystery Babylon and fighting not to take of her plagues and fighting to come out of her?
A great question.
So according to TBN, this would be Iran and all the Muslim countries.
Right.
Well, the small hat should be there, and they should be fighting to come out of her ways.
Right.
They don't fit. Now, of course, granted, the small hats don't take to the New Testament, but this is for my Christians out there who say that we are not telling the truth, that we are the Israelites. My Christians out there that fight tooth and nail to prove that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans of indigenous descent are not the people of the Bible. This is for you because you believe in the New Testament.
Right.
So according to your New Testament, according to the book of Revelations, chapter 18, we are supposed to be in Mystery Babylon. That's where Israel is supposed to be. Remember, we just read it in Revelation chapter 11. Spiritually called Sodom and Gomorrah, where the saints' dead bodies lay, symbolizing persecution. Symbolizing persecution. So we, the nation of Israel is supposed to be scattered in persecution right now, not getting millions of dollars from America, or billions, I should say,
Billions,
not even billions of dollars
would it be
to fund their military campaigns and to build up their armies. Right? They don't fit none of the criteria of your New Testament scriptures to all my Christians out there.
Right.
So now, this is gonna get a little deep right here. So it says, let's read that again from the top.
The book of Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities."
Brothers, and I'm talking to myself, we have to come out of the wickedness. We have to come out of fornication. And that's also watching film with fornication involved in it. We have to come. I'm gonna be honest. Even I'm as I'm doing this lesson, and I'm gonna go more in detail tomorrow with it. Even with the music that we listen to, like certain things that we watch, and I mean, it's scary to think that we're so dialed into the wickedness that we're trained to even be desensitized to watching sex scenes or movies. It comes normal, right? Damn. Like we're desensitized to evil. We have to undesensitize ourselves to evil, and that means that we have to participate in the extreme. Damn. So it's convicting me. All right, it's convicting me. This lesson is a lesson that's going to convict me because the scripture says, "Partake not in her plagues." Sure. It's scary because sin. We know what sin is. We know what the Most High hates. But the Esau and his community in Babylon makes it feel, oh, it's okay. It's just entertainment. That's all it is. It's just entertainment. It's kind of scary to think about, right? Let's read verse 6.
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Read.
And double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she hath said in her heart, I sit a queen, am in no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
God bless America, the land that I love.
Man.
Lady Liberty.
Man.
Right? Lady Liberty. Right? I sit. Who will bring me down into the pit? Who's going to bring me down into the pit? This is all the blasphemies and the high haughtiness that this place talks about, right?
Right.
Watch this. Read.
Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
So that is what she has to look forward to. Read verse 9.
Verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, she shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for fear for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city,
Right.
for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
It says, in 1 hour has thy judgment come. We know that this place is going to be destroyed. Read verse 11.
And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
That's important because who controls commerce? Who controls and leads the charts in international trade? You have, in other countries, you have to get your product here to make the money. Nobody is trying to get their products in China to sell, so China could sell their products in their distribution. Don't get me wrong, every country, a nation trades.
Right, for sure.
But everybody is trying to get their foreigns, the foreigns and all that. They're trying to get their merchandise here,
right,
so that they can sell and make money here. People are coming here to open up businesses and shops so that they can send the money back to their home front and their country. Nobody's fighting to get into China. Nobody's fighting to go into Japan.
Right.
Nobody's fighting to go to Europe, to where they can open up shop and have part in America's commerce.
Right.
But you do see that here, where
sure,
they talk about illegal immigrants, right? The funny thing about it is, they only want to deal specifically with Mexicans when we talk about illegal immigrants.
For sure.
But we're not talking about all our illegal Armenians and all the illegal Palestinians and all of them coming over here and making their money and sending it back home to make their people rich and wealthy. They're trying to do that with this place. There's no other place that you can point to me and you can tell me that people are trying to go to so they can make money. Nobody's running to China to go make money.
Right.
Nobody's doing that.
That's a fact.
Everybody is trying to make it here and figure out a way to take that U.S. currency to take it to their other countries. That's what people are trying to do.
And I'm a witness of that.
Go ahead.
I used to work for the Big Blue Bus, doing security for them, and I worked with a couple Hamites, and that's what they were talking about. They were showing me their houses in Africa and saying, "Oh yeah, we work long hours, we working under the table, and we sent all our money back." All they doing is stacking up them hours here, getting that money here, and sending it back to their own country.
Yep.
So you saying that, that's a whole fact. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Mystery Babylon. So the Bible is giving us the context for who Mystery Babylon is.
For sure.
Right? But it comes so easy to us, right? It does come easy to us because we've been reading and studying the Bible for a long time. Mm-hmm. But to a lot of people, this does not come easy. To a lot of people, they do not understand this. They will fight tooth and nail to tell you that America is not Mystery Babylon. And then, trust me, try talking to your friends, your family that are Christians. They're going to cut you off and not want to talk to you anymore. See, let's start having debates about this.
Right.
Let's start opening up conversations about this. Let's start opening up talk pieces with this, because understanding this one simple fact will help you that much easier understand who the children of Israel are.
Right.
Because let's keep reading. Watch this. I seen a video of I ain't gonna say Hocab. I'm gonna say NoCab. NoCab Malone get cut with this scripture, right?
Really?
Yeah, he got cut bad with this scripture because Christians don't understand prophecy.
That's a fact.
In Christianity, in their apologetics does not teach them how to deal with Revelations 18. Their apologetics does not teach them how to deal with prophecy. They don't know how to deal with it. They get stumbled with it. They fall with it. They fall on their own sword with it. Their apologetics is only created to the talking points of, is Jesus God?
Right.
And Gentile salvation. But
foolishness.
They cannot stand in the face of prophecy. It's impossible. Because only the children of Israel can understand prophecy.
Amen.
There's no other religious faction that can understand prophecy.
Amen.
And the only reason why Louis Farrakhan and the Muslims understand, because they got it from the Israelites back in the 70s and the 60s in Harlem. All right. So the Israelites are the only ones that have the understanding of prophecy. Let's keep reading. Read.
Verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones.
See, all that gold, silver, precious stones. Read.
And of pearls.
And
fine linen. And purple and silk.
Go down to downtown uh,
Fashion
the
district.
fashion district downtown. Who y'all see? And I'm pretty sure every city got a fashion district.
Right.
When you go downtown to the fashion district, what do you see? You see all Palestinians and Armenians owning these stores, and they selling all type of silk and fabric and all fragrances and jewelry, all of that. They opened up shop, and it's all Palestinians and Armenians, and they got 10 tribe working for them.
That's a fact.
And I'm pretty sure in every place you have that. Is it a coincidence that all of these other countries are making money and big bucks from this place with gold, silver, frankincense, wine? Let's keep reading. Watch this.
Khan. And of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and fine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beast and sheep and horses and chariots.
Now watch this. And what? Read.
And chariots and slaves and souls of men.
Now, Mystery Babylon also profited from slaves.
Damn.
And from the souls of men. Right? Slaves and the souls of men. Who are these slaves and souls of men? Okay, if you tell a Christian, we all can agree that we're living in the last days. Mystery Babylon is a nation founded and built to be the last nation before the Most High comes back, and we pray to the Most High, we're with him on those days.
Amen.
The last nation on earth is supposed to be Mystery Babylon, but Mystery Babylon, one of the criteria is not only is it the leading the charts in commerce and trade and commercial trade and the economic system, it's also selling men and slaves and human souls. So what nation led the charts in the last days of selling souls of men? It's no other place. Tell me. That's why No Cap Malone couldn't deal with the elder when the elder brought this out. He was stuttering. Go ahead.
And you know what's crazy, also with the chattel slavery, but also all the evil things that's going on today right now with Epstein and the files coming out and sex trafficking and these islands popping up. This fits that. No other country is involved in that but America. That's crazy.
No other country can fit this.
No other country.
No other country can fit this.
Wow.
But it's going to get deeper. So it says not only in commerce and in sheep and beast and merchandise and jewelry and fragrances, it says also in the trade of the souls of men and slaves. Stupid cut. Stupid cut. You understand? Let's keep reading. Read verse 14.
Khan, verse 14. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. And the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand
because how was this country made rich? Through the souls of men.
For sure.
That's why when you get into the triangular slave trade, which was trading spices and goods and commerce and souls of men. Who was leading the chart of that? Who was leading that triangular slave trade? It wasn't China. It was European and American countries.
That's a fact.
It was European and American countries that was making its money and its staple from the triangular slave trade. Selling slaves, selling goods, selling commerce.
Cotton,
all of that.
Gold.
Damn, it was crazy. America. It in the European countries. So when you understand the prophecies can better rest assured you're the children of Israel.
For sure.
There's no other way. There's no other way other than you're the children of Israel.
That's a fact.
There's no other. Explain Explain how you're a Christian and you don't see how we are the children of Israel, because we are the slaves that they sold. That the prophecy says we will be sold to our enemies as bondmen and bondwomen. Now, let's keep reading. Read.
Verse 14. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee.
Read.
And all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee.
Read.
And thou shalt find them no more at all.
Read.
The merchants of these things which were made rich by her
Read.
shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught.
Because this is a very wealthy place.
For sure.
Read.
And every shipmaster and all the company in ship and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city?
You see that? Navy. This place has a navy. It has a ships that sail the seas and trade. That's what the whole Strait of Hormuz situation is about. Cutting off that trade route on the seas. Right? So this is the place, right? America is the place. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 19. And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her coastlines. Costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. Rejoice over, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God have avenged you on her.
You see that? So the Most High is going to avenge this place. But let's go to let's keep reading. Watch what verse 21 says. Read.
And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down.
Read.
And shall be found no more at all.
Watch this. Read.
And the voice of harpers and musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee.
What is America known for? What is America known for? It says, and the voice of harpers and musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. What is America known for? Entertainment. It's music. You literally got Chinese people in China trying to rap like they us. Indian people, Indian gangster rap. Ain't that crazy? Everybody wants to, from the Kendrick Lamars to all the entertainers we have, music.
Yep.
If music pop, the global standard for the popular music in the world is funneled through America.
For sure. 50 Cent. Lil
all
Wayne.
That. Even other music.
For sure.
But pop, whatever.
Jackson.
Everything is funneled through America.
Man.
Whatever music is, you don't hear us, vibing out to you don't hear us vibing out to that. I mean, I'm just being honest.
That's a fact.
We not bumping that. Hey, you heard that new Indian jingle? We not doing that.
The Indian jingle.
We not doing that. We got that song that we chopped and screwed and made. What's that?
Made into a beat.
Who was that? Yeah, who was that was singing that? I forgot what rap artist that was. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I forgot the rap artist's name. But the point is, everybody. But in America, America's cultural music is everywhere. You got Chinese people in China talking about some "What's up, my nigga?"
Man.
Remember what's that dude name? The little gangster that's out here, the little Chinese dude. He had
China Mac.
China Mac went somewhere in one of them Asian countries, and the little Asian dude was like, "What's up, my nigga?" And he like, but it wasn't even racist. He was seriously like imitating the culture of what America in its totality promotes. This is the place. Oh, was that Jay-Z that did that? Yeah. Yeah, Jay-Z did that. So what I'm saying is the point is that the standard for even music, the standard for entertainment, you go to you look at even like, I mean, and plus they got Israel on top of that. So
Right.
of course they're going to be the highlight. But when you go to like watch the Olympics and everything like that, and you know, basketball or whatever these sports, they want the people we playing against want the autographs
For sure.
of the Team USA.
For sure.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Everybody's a top level athlete.
That's what I'm saying. America, everything is funneled through here. Entertainment, music. So the Most High God says,
that's crazy.
Let's read that one more time from the top.
Con, the book of Revelations 18 and 22. In the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and of trumpeters.
Now, I'm going to be honest. If you like, now, no disrespect, if you like that Indian music, cool. I ain't, you know, might have somebody that like the little Indian jingles. That's cool. You know, so I'm just making the point. I'm just making the point that the cultural music standard is America.
For sure.
That's all the point that I'm making. The cultural music standard is America. And the Most High said that he was going to cut. But I'm not happy about that because the cultural music standard in America is evil.
Yeah.
It promotes wickedness. It promotes all type of manner of evil. That's just the truth. I'm going to touch a little bit deeper on that tomorrow. But let's keep reading. Read.
Picking up from, shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman, or whatsoever craft he be, shall be found any more in thee.
Read.
And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee.
The Most High said he's going to cut off that music in America. He's going to cut off all of the entertainment and the rap and the country or whatever U.S. music. He's going to cut all of that off. It's going to be quiet. Ain't going to be no music. Read.
Verse 23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee.
Read.
And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee.
Read.
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth.
Read.
For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
You see that? Now, pay attention to that. By thy sorceries were all nations deceived. By thy sorceries, right, was all nations deceived. Read verse 24, and then we're going to go to that word sorcery.
Got you. Verse 24, and in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints.
Now, that's key, because where are the prophets? Who are the prophets and the saints?
Children of Israel.
The children of Israel. Where are they supposed to be at?
Mystery Babylon.
In Mystery Babylon. All right, read.
And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth.
Now, when you look at that word sorcery, says, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. I want to show y'all something. Look at this. What does that word look like to y'all? Look at that. 331. Pharmakia. Y'all see that? G 5331. Pharmakai, right? Y'all see the root word in that is pharma, aka pharmacy. I'll let y'all put the math together because, you know, Big Pharma will flag us. But the word sorcery is literally linked to our medical system. Look at what the outline of biblical usages is. The use of administrating drugs. Thy sorceries. Outline of biblical usages says the use of administrating drugs. What is America known for? Not just medicine.
Drug use.
Drugs.
The war on drugs.
Drug dealing. Cocaine. Fentanyl. Marijuana. What's the other one? What's the other one? K2. Sherm. Meth. And when you do these things, what happens? You become in a hallucinated state.
Zombie.
Thy sorceries. He keeps us drugged up. So when it says, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Sorcery, pharmakia, right? Pharma, meaning drugs. Look at the outline of biblical usages. Poisoning, sorcery, magical arts. Drugs are literally magical arts. Y'all understand this? Magic, sorcery, witchcraft. When you look at the Strong's definition, what is America known for? Drugs.
Fact.
It's sorcery.
Guns and drugs.
Guns and drugs is what America is known for. Guns. Is China known for guns and drugs?
You know, for me, so
Is,
too.
is Asia known for drugs and guns?
Nah.
America. What country is known for drugs? What nation is known? Not saying that other nations don't have drug users, but I'm gonna be honest. In Arabic countries, you'll be hard pressed to find somebody strung out on crack on the street.
For sure.
It's illegal to the point of death. Just looking outside in the hood, you're gonna see people that are given into sorcery, heavy drug use. Who else does this fit?
And America is the only country that will invade another country to take their natural resources and bring it back to America and funnel that into a drug and feed it to their citizens.
Yes. That's what they did in the 60s. That's why it says
With opium.
That's why it says exactly. That's why it says, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. And then it follows up by saying, and in her was found the blood of the prophets. How else did Esau, what else did Esau, Mystery Babylon, use to kill the prophets? Drug use.
Alcoholism.
Alcohol is another one too. But specifically, the sorceries, and look at what all the drugs in our communities that they pushed in our communities. This is what Mystery Babylon was known for. It's sorceries. But not only just drug use, but it's just so funny that this word goes into pharma,
Right.
pharmakia. All right.
Medical system.
The medical system are drugs. Then literally the outline of biblical usages is literally administrating of drugs. Drugs is a form of witchcraft. If you're on drugs, you're participating in witchcraft and sorcery.
You're a sorcerer.
Selling weed to our people, getting our people docile on weed. See, that's why the scripture says we have to come out of her and partake not of her ways. How many of our people understand this information the way we bringing it out? What are you talking about, man? I smoke weed. That ain't no sorcery. It is sorcery. It's drugs pushed by Babylon.
Right.
Crack, cocaine, heroin, meth, all of these things, speed, sorcery. Now the question would be, how did America get its power? How did America get its power? Y'all see that? Put sevens in the chat if y'all following along. Put sevens in the chat if y'all following along.
Cooking with grease, huh?
See that? So now let's go from there. How did America get its sorceries? How did America get so smart? It's science. Let's get this real quick. Let's go to 1 Timothy 6 and 20. Gotcha. Go to 1 Timothy 6 and 20. Who else does this fit? If it's not America. When you got it, go ahead, read it.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called.
How did Esau make these things? With his science. He used his science. You understand? Use this science to make these things. All right. His understanding, his knowledge, because we're not going to sit up here and say that. Let's actually go there. Look. So let's look at the word science right here. Look at the word science right here. Genosis. Strong's G1108. Knowledge signifies in general intelligence, understanding, the general knowledge of Christian religion. Let's go down here. Let's look at the Strong's definition: knowing, knowledge, science. So remember, it says falsely so-called.
Right.
So their false knowledge or their false science. Science is one of the main ways that the white man was able to create his sorceries. So now we got to go into it and we got to see where did he get this from?
Right.
Where did he get this from? So now let's go to Revelation chapter 13, verse 1. And when you got there, read it.
Got you. The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 1.
Read.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority.
So who is this dragon? So when you read Revelations and you see interchangeable dragon, the dragon is interchangeable for Satan. The dragon is also interchangeable for the nations that Satan is actually running the world through. So the beast, right, gave the dragon its power. Okay, or the dragon gave the beast its power.
Right.
Okay. Now, when you read about the beast and the dragon, they have the same type of description. Why do they have the same type of description? It's no difference than us being created in the image of the Most High. Why are we created in the image of the Most High? We're created in the image of the Most High because we participate in heavenly things that the Most High participates in. So the beast, which is made in the image of the dragon, which is Satan. All right. Let's actually prove that. Go to Revelations chapter 12 and 9. Let me show you that dragon is Satan.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 9.
Read.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan.
Now, the devil and Satan is this dragon, but the dragon is also synonymous with that beast. Right. So now we got to figure out, okay, so what the Most High is telling us is that it's going to be a nation that its government and its higher God power is of the devil and Satan. So its system is created and ran by the devil and Satan. What government on earth is ran by the devil and Satan? Well, we're going to see. We're going to see, because Satan, he told Yahushua something. He told Yahushua something. He said to Yahushua, let's go to Matthew chapter 4, verse 1.
Gotcha. Can we hold that Revelation?
We'll come back to it. Yep. Gotcha. Matthew chapter 4, verse 1.
You when I got it?
Yep.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 1.
Read.
Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted.
All right, so Yahushua was going to get tempted of the devil. Let's get to the point of one of the things that the devil actually offered Yahushua. Let's go down to verse 7.
Matthew chapter 4, verse 7. Jesus saith unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them.
Now, who controls all of the kingdoms of the world? Satan. The Most High has allowed Satan to have control over all the kingdoms of the world. Satan is in power over all the kingdoms of the world right now. The nation of Israel is not in power at this time. So Satan has control over all the kingdoms of the world. During this time, I want to see if something clicks for you guys. During this time, what was the ruling country that ruled the world at this time? It was Rome. It was Rome. Y'all following me? In Revelations chapter 12, I've done many breakdowns on it. In Revelations chapter 12, the dragon or the beast that's made in the image of the dragon was Rome. Rome is not a God-fearing nation. Now, this is important because if Rome is not a God-fearing nation, how can anything come out of Rome that is of God?
Right.
It wouldn't, you couldn't pay me money to believe anything that comes out of Rome is from God. Your modern Christianity comes from who? Rome. Rome is what gives you your modern Christianity, your belief in a Trinity, your belief in Sunday worship. All of that comes out of Rome, which is ran by Satan because the superpowers of the world are ran by Satan himself. So now, understanding Babylon, mystery Babylon the Great, when you understand this, you understand, oh wait, once we identify what countries is associated with the mystery Babylon, which is synonymous with the dragon, which is synonymous with the beast, which is synonymous with Satan, Hashatan, then we understand that we cannot listen to anything, any doctrine for sure, because where do we get the image, the white image of Christ from? Rome, Europe. Where do we get modern Christianity from? Europe. All the evil is funneled through the countries that made league with Satan. So let's read that one more time.
In Matthew?
Yeah, Matthew 4 and read 8 again.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 7.
Read.
Jesus saith unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them. And he saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
So Satan has control over all the nations of the world. He offered it to Yahushua. He said, look, if you bow down and worship me, I'll give you all of these nations. So now, at this time, we know that God's kingdom is not established. So if God's kingdom is not established, then whose kingdom is established? It will have to be Satan's kingdom is established. So if Satan's kingdom is established, the country that runs the world has to be by default ran by who? Satan. How can God bless America when America, by the scriptures and understanding this, has to be ran by Satan? It's impossible. It's impossible to say God bless America because all the nations are ran by Satan right now, but the top nation where the home and the hub of wickedness is filtered through, this is where Satan's seat. This is the chief place of concourse for wickedness. This is the chief place of concourse for wickedness, right here in this place. That's why we can't get too comfortable. We can't get too comfortable in this place. Now, Satan, the devil, he has control over all kingdoms at this point. So that would mean, let's go from there.
Okay.
Let's go back to Revelations now.
Got you.
And let's read 13 and 3.
Got you. The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 3.
Read.
And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed.
Now, this is important. It says that, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world, what? Let's keep reading. Read that.
And all the world wondered after the beast, and they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? who is able to make war with him?
Now, what does it mean in verse 3 when it says, and I saw one of the heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed? What does that mean? And all the world wondered after the beast, and they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. So the dragon gave power to the beast. The same way the dragon, which is Satan, we just read that in Revelations chapter 12, verse 9 and 10, that the dragon is Satan, the devil. Satan, the devil, gave the beast its power the same way he offered that power to Yahushua in Matthew chapter 4. So who is this nation right here? I want to see what y'all think. Who is this nation right here that the dragon gave its power to? Who is this nation right here, family? Let me see what y'all think. Who was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed? Who was that? And his deadly wound was healed. So the beast was wounded, and then he was healed. So Sister Dessa said Israel. Shamar said Babylon. So it wouldn't be Israel. It wouldn't be Israel. This wouldn't be Israel. It wouldn't be Babylon. It wouldn't be Babylon. Wouldn't be Israel. Wouldn't be Babylon. So this nation, right? We know that the beast represents nations. Rome. Yes, it is Rome. It is Rome. Yes, Rome. What does it mean by its deadly? It was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. What part of history is this speaking about? Huh? What
Reconstruction period.
What point of history is this talking about dealing with Rome? The Dark Ages. What happened to Rome? Rome went into a dark age. Rome was practically done for. They call it the Dark Age, aka the Middle Age. Rome was not a world power for over 1,000 years. Okay? For over 1,000 years, Rome did not have total, complete world damnation. So we understand in Revelation chapter 12 that dragon that tried to devour Yahushua, okay, that dragon that tried to devour Yahushua was under Herod the Great, which was commissioned to rule Israel by Rome. We understand that Rome was the tormentors of the three tribes, which is tail, drew the three tribes of Israel down in Revelation chapter 12. And we understand that Rome was responsible for single-handedly in the siege of 70 AD, destroying and ransacking Israel. Rome is this beast. Rome is this power. And we understand that Rome fell and went into a dark age. All right. Dark age. It is a term for the early part of the Middle Ages. Because I'm gonna tell you, the white man don't want to call it dark ages. The white man calls it Middle Age now. I don't want it to be dark age. No. It's not the dark ages. It's the Middle Age. Because Esau doesn't want to show you his fall.
Right.
Okay, so he fell. They went into a dark age. This is where you get the history of the Moors going into Europe and civilizing the European nations, teaching them how to take baths, teaching them how to clean themselves and all of that. Okay, when they went into the Caucasus Mountains. Okay, specifically the areas of Western Rome. Okay, Rome was in a dark age. So this was a period from, aka the Middle Age. This was a period from 476 AD until approximately the 1500 AD. Yeah. Right, where they actually, you get the Renaissance. and you get iconoclasts, and you get the whitewashing of the images, the dark or black images of Yahweh Shai, and you get the destroying of religious art. You get the resurgence, the Renaissance, the rebirth, which is what Renaissance, the Renaissance era, right? Where now we see this in real time, that deadly wound is now being healed. And then what happens directly after that? The Bible is around this time, the Bible is translated into English.
611. And
then the children of Israel go right into captivity.
That's crazy.
Then the children of Israel go right into captivity. You can't make this up.
Okay.
You cannot make this up. Pursuing to Revelation chapter 18, where they started to get money. How did Europe get out of this financial crisis? Because remember, Rome is Europe. That's where you get the EEC from. The European Economic Communities came together. You get Europe, you get Britain, you get Italy, you get Spain, you get all these subgroups, which at one point was all known as Rome. And how did the European countries make their money? Through trade. Trade of what? Trade of humans, trade of slaves, trade of gold and copper and all of that. That's how they got out of this rut. If not Rome, who is? If not Rome, who is this beast that was wounded and his deadly wound was healed?
Great question.
You can see that.
See it on.
And as soon as they got out of their dark age, they started to come back with a vengeance.
And that's why the world wondered.
And the world wondered. Made millions for Esau. So let's read that again from the top. Read.
Verse 3, Revelation 13:3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? And who is able to make war with him?
Because I believe the dominant European superpower at those times was Great Britain. Great Britain and Spain. And then the other European countries was all under them. So between Spain and Great Britain, right, they were like the top dogs of the European countries. And then the other European countries all, fitted in around them. So when you see this, you say, okay, now it gets even more detailed. Let's read verse 4 now.
And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, and who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemy.
Who told you Sunday was the day to go to church now?
Right.
Who told you Sunday? Let's show that. Let's show that. Let's go to Daniel.
Who told you Jesus? Right.
I'm going to show you that all of the wickedness single-handedly comes from Rome in America. Literally. Every backwards doctrine single-handedly comes through and by Rome and America when it comes to understanding the scriptures. Daniel 7:25.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25.
Read.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
What country wore out the saints of the Most High in these last days?
Sure, America.
Before America, it was Rome.
Yep.
Then after Rome, we're going to get to America. After Rome, America came, and then they jumped in it too, which we're going to get America. We're going to get America. Right? So it says, read it one more time from the top.
Con, the book of Daniel 7:25.
Read.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Who told you got to go to church on Sunday now? Who told you can eat pork? Who told you there's a Trinity?
Bring that out.
Who told you to keep Easter instead of Passover?
Mm.
Who told you to keep Christmas?
Mm. Mm.
Who did that?
It's a great question.
Christianity. You literally get your religion from Rome. And Rome is ruled by Satan, who has transformed himself into an angel of what? Let's
Light.
get that. I'm gonna get that in
Can you finish Daniel?
2 Corinthians. Yeah, finish Daniel first. Then we're gonna go to 2 Corinthians.
Got you. The book of Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High,
Read.
and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws.
And think to change times and laws. Who did that? Is that it?
And they shall be given into his hand unto a time and times and the dividing of time.
That's that last. Those are the last days.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So now let's go from there. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. Satan has transformed himself into an angel of light. Go ahead.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
So now you got all our grandma, our uncles, our aunties, our cousins, all partaking in a doctrine that was given to them by a country controlled by Satan.
Mm. Chess move, Bob.
And our people would die for this religion. They will fight you tooth and nail for modernized Christianity.
Mm.
Not the same Christianity that the church at Jerusalem taught.
Right. Bring that out.
Rome has single-handedly is the nation ran by the devil. This also shows you how we going to get him salvation. How we going to get him salvation? If their country is literally ran by Satan. See that?
Great point.
Let's go back to Revelations real quick.
Gotcha.
Revelation chapter 13. And let's read verse 4 again.
The book of Revelation.
Or 5.
Got you. No worries. The book of Revelations 13 and 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. And power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
The same thing that was stated in Daniel. That 40 and 2 months is going into that times, and the dividing of times. Right? We kind of went into that a while back when we touched on that lesson, where it's talking about the Jacob struggle. Right? Now let's keep reading. Read.
Verse 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
Who did that? So-called European countries.
For sure.
Read.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
How did they make war with the saints? 70 AD. What, in the last days, what nation made war with the saints? It's not even debatable. You can't even debate it. What nation made war with the saints? What nation destroyed the saints in the last days?
The Romans.
Rome. It's no other nation. Rome. And then who came and followed up with that after Rome? America. We're going to get to America. This is all going into mystery Babylon the Great. You can't show me no other country that fits this description to the T.
It's a fact.
Name one. Name one. Let's keep reading.
Verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
Read.
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world.
Take part in their ideologies, their doctrines. Worship their religions. That's why you got to be careful, because any religion that comes out of Rome in America and you take part in that, you're worshiping the dragon. You're literally worshiping Satan. Christianity is literally a religion from Satan.
That's what we just read. If you're worshiping Christianity, Catholicism, anything inspired by Satan or the devil, The scripture just said you're not written in the book of life.
Nope.
So if you hold on to this doctrine and this way of thinking until Yahweh Shai comes, until Christ comes, you're not making it. Revelations 13:8 says that. Man, that's crazy.
Facts. And it got our people deceived. That's why read verse 9. Watch this.
Con, if any man have an ear, let him hear.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Man.
God is giving you a warning. Go to, we always bring it out. Matthew 24:24.
Got you. Man.
He that has an ear, let him hear. Our people have been deceived and brainwashed. They're not really understanding the prophecies. The prophecies will help you because we got some of our people that are genuinely thinking that they're serving the Most High God in Christianity.
For sure.
And they're really partaking in the devil's religion. Now, we also understand that Satan controls. Remember, when he took Yahweh Shai on the pinnacle to see all the kingdoms of the earth, Satan runs all the kingdoms of the earth. But his chief kingdom that he's using chiefly is Rome and America. All right, let's read that.
You want false Christ rise?
Yeah.
The book of Matthew 24:24.
Read.
For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
How many of us was in Christianity deceived? I was. How many of us was in Christianity deceived? See, it's not just with fornication, and it's not just with all type of egregious sins. He deceiving you by making you think you serving God.
That's the power of the sword.
He's making you think that you're serving God. Every time you get up to go to church on Sunday, you think you serving God. But this is a religion given to you by Satan himself. Because Rome is a country ran by Satan. Thus says the Most High God. Rome is the beast. Rome is the beast who the dragon gave its power. So if Rome is the beast, can you trust anything that the beast gives you? Why would you trust? And the beast gave you modernized Christianity. And do any of your research. All of the apostles at that time, during the time of Rome, they already surmised in their mind, if you go do your secular research, that Rome was the beast. Go research it. All of the early apostles already view Rome as the beast. So this is not just me just surmising this. Go into your biblical history and the history of your apostles that came before us. They all believed Rome was the beast. Fact. Go to your early Christian history. Look at this. Simple Google search. Simple Google search. The early church generally interpret the beast in Revelation as the Roman Empire.
Can't make it up.
This is a .org, by the way. It's not gonna let me go there. We're not gonna read this whole thing. This is just a simple Google search. We're not even gonna read the whole thing because you could Google search it yourself in early Christianity. Even when you look up the 666, the mark of the beast, the number,
right?
They associated that number with the Caesars. I forgot which Roman Caesar. Yeah,
I never knew that.
Yeah, I forgot which Roman Caesar it was that the early apostles and the early church, before it was corrupted by the Roman Catholic Church, they the 666. I forgot what Caesar. Probably could do a simple Let me see. Look at this. The early church, it's simple Google search. The early church most famously associated the number 666 with the Roman Emperor Nero.
He was wicked.
Nero was wicked.
He was wicked.
The name Neron Caesar total 666. So even if you go to your early church father history, what I'm teaching y'all tonight is nothing different than what the early apostles thought. The early church at Jerusalem believed that the Roman Empire was the beast in Revelations, Christians. So now I'm going to ask you a question. If the early church fathers, I'm not talking about the early Roman church, I'm not talking about Irenaeus and all them cats. I'm talking about them wicked Edomite church fathers. I'm talking about the church at Jerusalem, the original Israelites, the church that was called Christians in Antioch.
Amen.
If they believe that Rome is the beast in Revelation, do you think that they would have took part in anything that came out of those councils, like the councils of Nicaea and the councils of Trent? Do you think John the Just would have believed anything that came from the beast?
Negative.
Negative. So
Never.
do you think they would have kept Easter?
No.
Do you think they would have kept Sunday worship?
Nope.
Not at all.
It would rebuke it.
They would have rebuked it.
A simple Google search.
Simple Google search. You'll find out that the early church fathers viewed Rome as the beast. Now, let's go back to Revelation chapter 13.
Got you.
Y'all do y'all research and y'all homework on that. Let's get Revelation chapter 13, and let's pick up at verse
I left off at 10.
10. Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Okay, because what did Rome do? Rome also led with a sword. They also killed with a sword. Now, let's read verse 11. Who comes up next? Let's read verse 11.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon.
Why did it recognize him as having two horns as a lamb? Because a lamb is associated with a righteous figure, which is Yahushua. Yahushua is associated with the lamb. But it says that this beast tried to imitate a lamb. This beast tried to imitate a lamb. But this beast spoke as a dragon. Because even though it was trying to imitate a lamb, its doctrine it spoke was from Satan.
Its influence.
Its influence was from Satan.
That's tough.
Oh, Easter is just for the family.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids. We get together for the kids. It's not about any of that. Like, we don't even care about bunnies and eggs. We just do it for the kids. Speak as a dragon. Now, watch this. Let's keep reading.
And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him.
Now, we know that the first beast is Rome.
For sure.
Now, this dragon, or beast, spoke as a dragon, meaning it's going to speak the same thing that the dragon speaks, and that the beast speaks.
Right.
And he exercised all the power of the first beast that was before him. What country came up after Rome that exercises the same thing that Rome exercises? I want y'all to do the math. What country came up after Rome that fashions itself after Rome. And I'm going to show y'all this.
And portrays itself as a lamb, but speaks as a
As
dragon.
a dragon.
Mm.
Was it China? Was it Iran?
Afghanistan?
Pakistan?
Uzbekistan?
Who was it?
Any of these places?
Or was it American?
Man.
America. I'm just joking. Sister Barb said America. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Imad, if y'all didn't hear him, Imad said America, which we're going to talk about that. America is set up similar to Rome. Colosseums. Roman art. All in the White House.
Political system.
Political system.
Man.
America comes from Rome.
They have the same currency. The coins look the same.
Same currency.
I can get that for you.
America, Rome is Europe, which Europe entails Great Britain,
mm-hmm.
which America comes out of Great Britain.
That's a fact.
So who could this beast be that comes up after Rome and it's made in the likeness of Rome? It could only be America. Watch this, read.
In verse 12, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast.
Because how is it causing them to worship? Because all of it, worshiping the first beast is not literally saying we got to worship Rome. That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about its policies is still being passed down.
Yep.
Its ideologies is still being passed down. The national holidays that we celebrate in America are the same national holidays that Rome set up.
Right.
Easter, Sunday worship, all these things that Rome set up, the image of Christ, all these things that Rome set up, America props up likewise. Now, watch this, read.
Which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Who made fire come down from heaven? Who made fire come down from heaven in the sight of man? What'd you say, Aunt? Nuclear fire.
2 of them.
Oppenheimer.
Man.
I got a quote from Oppenheimer here. This is thermonuclear warfare right here. Now I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. That's what Oppenheimer said. So it says that this beast, which comes after Rome, which speaks in the same similitude or manner as Rome, also causes fire to come down from heaven in the sight of man. When America bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that was in the sight of all men. Who else could it be?
And who else dropped fire from the sky?
Who else dropped fire from the sky? Watch this, read.
Verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Those miracles. What miracles is America doing right now?
Acting as diplomats.
AI. Artificial intelligence. Sorceries with drugs.
The illusion of freedom.
Raining down fire. You got to think, when this was written, you got to think they didn't have a concept of what a bomb was, what a nuclear bomb was. Imagine when John the Revelator was seeing this. It's like, man, that was a miracle that That dragon made a miracle happen. He made fire come down from heaven. They flying in planes.
Yep.
John the Revelator is not understanding none of this.
Mm-hmm.
Rockets, bombs. So John the Revelator would have looked at that and said, that's a miracle. Because how was this beast is able to make fire come out of heaven?
Mm.
Watch, read.
Khan. By the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast.
You see that? Who controls the world now? Make an image to the beast. What does this image of the beast represent? Idolatry. Worship of idolatry. It's religious system. It's talking about a religious system. You got the top religion in China is Christianity.
Not Buddhism.
Not Buddhism. Not Taoism.
I mean a monk.
Christianity. There's more Christian Chinese people than Buddhists. Than Taoism.
That's crazy. The Lord said, wide is the gate.
You understand? How did this beast make everybody worship his image? It's talking about his idolatry.
Mm-hmm.
It's talking about the idolatry that all comes from what? Rome. All of this idolatry comes from Rome. All of this idolatry comes from Rome. The number one religion in the world is Christianity. In the world. In the world. We're not saying that there's not other false ideologies out there, but what we're attempting to show you is that the Roman beast system is the system that is going to be dominant. So that means that its religion will be dominant. Has to be dominant. So Christianity is the dominant religion. Catholicism is the dominant religion of the world. So when it says it calls everybody to worship the image of the beast, by how many Christians it is, Yahushua should have came back already.
For sure. I think last time I looked, it's a little bit under 3 billion.
That's what you right in the spirit.
The Lord only need 144,000 men. Man.
Look at this. Let me show y'all this.
They call us crazy.
How much is the world population? How much of the world population is Christian? There are approximately 2.3 to 2.6 billion Christians worldwide. They make up nearly 1/3 of the global population, making Christianity the largest religion in the world. 2.6 billion Christians worldwide. I think it's how many? It's only 6 billion people on earth, right?
So if it's 1/3, yeah. It has to be around
It's like 6-7 billion people in the world. 2.6 of that is Christian.
The seed. Damn.
Huh? That's serious. So when it's read that again from the top, exactly, Imad, read that.
Revelations 13 and 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast.
They should make an image to the beast, idolatry, read.
Which he had the wound by a sword and did live.
Why? Because the beast doctrine comes from Rome. And America picked it up. And now the whole global system, 2.6 billion people worldwide, 1/3 of the population of the earth.
Of the earth.
is Christian or Catholic? Because I'm pretty sure they're adding Catholic and Christian together in this.
I don't think they are.
Let's see.
I think it's separate.
I don't know. Let's see.
That's crazy.
If it's separate, if it's spell Catholic.
CH.
Here it is, right here. I got you.
Put me on the spot.
Oh, you're right.
It's separate.
It's separate. So Catholics make up approximately 17.8% of the world's population, totaling over 1.42 billion people globally. This means that it might be together. I don't know. This means that roughly half of all Christians worldwide identified as Catholic. It might be together. It might be together. I think that earlier number. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's do this.
All Catholics are Christians.
Oh, see, so that see
It's a branch of it.
So
Okay.
it's a branch of it. So they're putting it all together. They're putting it all together. So yeah, that 2.6 is all Christians and Catholics together. Let's do Christianity. Let's just do Christianity. Yeah, they still putting it together. Yeah, so they're saying Catholicism and Protestantism.
Okay.
And Eastern Orthodoxy. So yeah. So half of everybody is Catholic and 37% of Christian population is Protestant. So yeah, but that 2.6 billion is they putting it together.
They put it all together.
Yeah,
Okay.
they putting it together.
And that would still work because the Catholic Church came from Rome as well, which is a part of Christianity.
Right. So if it's 8 billion people in the world, 2.6 billion people are Christians.
It's a damn shame.
So that's 1/3 of the population. Right? Let's read that. Let's keep reading 15.
Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
So we haven't gotten to this yet. Now, they're already doing this. I'm going to show you what they're already doing. They're already changing the Christian doctrine to accept more and more wickedness. So it already has the idolatry, but now they're accepting homosexuality.
Mm-hmm.
Catholic and Christians alike are accepting homosexuality now. They're accepting anybody as you are. I think the new thing now in New Age Christianity is we accept you as you are. We accept all people as they are. It's something called coexist or something like that too. The coexist movement, where they're accepting everybody as they are. And it's led up by Christianity. That's why now you can be, you can be any sexual orientation you want. They're getting more and more lenient now. Yeah. So now what's going to happen when Christianity accepts everybody? Yeah. When when Christianity accepts everybody and they lose more and more of that moral standing that they had, what are they going to be left with? You're going to be left with who? The Israelites. Telling you you're wrong. And they're going to be mad at that. It's happening.
That's fucking crazy. Transgender preachers? Yeah.
Oh, my bad. You said what up? Yeah. You got all type of stuff. You got lesbian preachers. Let's do this. Coexist. Yeah, here it is, right here. Let me share this. Look at this, guys. So this is a movement. So the coexist movement, y'all see the coexist is an interfaith and culture campaign that advocates for religious tolerance, peaceful coexistence, and mutual respect among different faiths and ideologies. It centers around a famous image where the letter and coexist are replaced. The letters in coexist are replaced with symbols of world religions, such as a Star of David, a crescent, and a cross.
I've seen that on the back of people's cars before.
Yeah, this.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is the new wave.
So it doesn't matter what religion, you could be a booty bandit
and coexist with all beliefs and central belief systems.
That's crazy.
This is why you got to be careful with. I truly believe. What's that dude name that just did a debate with? What's his name? Dark skinned dude with locks. He just did a debate with Tazaria. What's that dude name, man? It's
dark skinned dude with locks.
He's skinny. I just was watching a video. He just had a video with Sinetta. They call him Unc 22 or something like that. What's his name?
Unc 607.
Yeah, Unc 607.
Nigga crazy.
This is a demon right here, y'all. Look. But a lot of people are linking to what he's saying. This dude right here is set up. He's an agent for sure. This dude is an agent for sure. This is what they, because our people, they watch this, our kids watch this. This dude is set up. Hey, fair use, fair use, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. Let me share my screen. They're getting our babies. They're getting our babies used to accepting these religious ideologies of putting everything together. And now the new age is spiritual. I don't want to read the Bible. I don't want to do that. I'm spiritual.
Right.
America is putting these agent provocateurs out, for the lack of better words. And Unc is one of those dudes.
For sure.
This is what they have planned for our children, y'all. If y'all don't watch y'all children, watch what they watch. Our kids only watch YouTube, and they're into these streamers. They're into these streamers, and they're making these streamers put this narrative out. Fair use, fair use.
Everyone keeps asking me how I do my podcast alone. The answer:
any monetary gain from this content.
I get high quality
I'm
podcasts.
gonna show y'all.
Well, if you go see God, take me with you. The only thing the church is good for is sitting around the collection plate.
I believe everybody call on God, but everybody ain't gonna be accepted by God.
Jesus ain't never come. In order for something to come, it has to leave.
We're making other religions seem as if they can't worship their religion.
The Old Testament God and the New Testament God is two different gods. Two different gods, one book.
Even as a man of God, I don't know everything about God.
The Bible was wrote by a human with human emotions and human feelings. It was not written by no fucking God.
For you can understand good, you got to understand evil.
So Jesus also lied. Jesus lied.
The devil cannot stand truth. He's a liar. He's a father of liars.
I'm sick of you lying. You lying to the people. Put the hell in this Bible that Jesus exists. Do it. He won't do it.
This is the type of content, and then they get these buffoon Christians on there. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is now the new thing now, and you got a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. This debate really about authority versus inner awakening. Unc is challenging religious institutions and asking why people outsource God. You see what I'm saying? As a race of people, we have been deprived, brainwashed, and everything stolen. We deserve to question everything. People are starting to go against the scriptures.
The Lord.
Speak, Unc. They get a dumb pastor on there. Pastor, you sound logically ignorant. See that? So a lot of people are starting to, the letter J wasn't invented until the 1500s. One of the biggest hustles in the world, being a preacher pastor. Look at this. I don't listen to pastors. I listen to the God inside me. So whatever I tell myself, that's God. And America okays all this.
For sure. Just don't call yourself an Israelite. Do everything else.
Oh yeah, 607. I'm gonna talk about the Israelites too. Captain Tatariak been on his platform. See that? So this is where we're going to. We're going. You know, we're going to a place of. It's going to be a situation where everybody is going to be free to worship their God and coexist.
You better not say nothing.
Yep. Let's go to Revelations 18 and 22 one more time. 18 and 23.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 23.
So let's get back to these sorcerers real quick.
And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. Mm-hmm. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
So let's get into these sorceries now of Babylon, the mystery Babylon. Let's go to Isaiah 47. Let's get into these sorceries. I want to show y'all something real quick. I want to show y'all something.
Is that 47?
Yeah. Isaiah 47. And let's get to the point. So this is about Babylon. Let's read 47 and 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone.
All right, that's it. So this is dealing with Babylon. So now let's go to, I want to deal with these sorceries real quick. Let's go to verse 8.
God. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwelleth carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
America says all of that. Given to your pleasures, and there's nobody beside me. There's nobody that can take me out. I'm the top country. Watch this, read.
I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Read.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. In the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
And this place is nothing but sorceries. Have y'all ever been to like West Hollywood and seen all of those psychic places, all of that over there? Right. Like Hollywood, I'm telling you, if y'all never been to LA, if you go to Hollywood is filled with madness and spirits. Yes, I'm talking about like witchcraft.
Yes, it is.
Like Hollywood it's like a spirit over there. Like when you go over there to like West Hollywood and all that, and go into them hills, them Hollywood hills, oh, it's spirits all in that. There's sorceries. Look at all these movies. Like I sometimes I gotta catch myself. Evil Dead Burn and all of that. Evil Dead Burn, all the Evil Dead movies with the Evil Dead Rise, all these scary movies, all of that is sorcery, demonic possession, demon possessed. All of this is sorcery. All of this is sorcery. All filtered from me. What kind of man want to create that type of demonic possession like that?
Those are the things he's seeing.
Black art, the black magic, all the abundance. Name me a place where you get abundance of sorcery like how you get in America.
Don't get it anywhere else.
And I'm not saying it ain't no wicked places anywhere else in the world. I'm saying the abundance of it.
Right.
You can get whatever type of sorcery you want. Right now, our people tonight on the Lord's Sabbath is about to get high on sorcery, on drugs, and go participate in all type of wicked
Folly.
behavior and folly, and that's happening all over America on this same day. Not just in LA. Everywhere. They about to do the same thing.
And that's crazy, y'all. Every single Friday night, from West Coast to East Coast, from the north to the south, everybody's dealing with sorcery and folly and wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
Every single week, week in and week out. You just got paid. You had a long week. I'm finna go pop a Xanax. I'm finna go holler at the shorties at the club. Man.
This is the culture. But the Most High says this is sorcery.
Yep.
The Most High views this as sorcery. Read the end of verse 9 again.
Khan. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 9.
Read.
They shall come up unto thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
Of thy enchantments. Let's look up that word enchantment. This is an enchantment. This right here is an enchantment. Never forget when the elder said this is a crystal ball. You can, I'm telling you. Let's look up that word enchantment.
47 and 9.
Isaiah 47 and 9. Look at this. I gotta rebuke myself. Hever. Strong's H. Let me share my screen. Look at this. Hever. Okay. Look at this. I'm gonna go down here. A magician, charmer, spell. You ever seen when they say you in a spell or you in a trance?
Yep.
A society, also a spell, charming, company, enchantment. Then when you're enchanted, you're caught up in a spell.
Right.
You hypnotized. That's exactly what these phones are. These phones will hypnotize you to the point you've been scrolling for 2 hours and you didn't even realize it. You've been scrolling for an hour and 30 minutes straight, enchanted. You ever been studying, brothers? You really been studying, and then all of a sudden you pick up your phone to check the time, and then next thing you know, you in a whole nother app.
Gotta catch yourself.
Enchantment. So sorcery is also these phones. Because can you imagine going back to the times of antiquity with a phone and showing them this?
They gonna stone
They'll
you.
be like, what the hell is that?
Stone you out.
What the heck? This man got a black cube
I can see myself in it.
that I could look at myself in this black cube.
Play things from it.
So when the Most High says thy enchantments, this is the enchantments. You can literally pull up anything you want. You can go any way. You could go wicked or righteous with this. You can pull up abracadabra. Abracadabra, whatever I want. Pull it up. Read that again from the top.
Khan. The book of Isaiah 47 and 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
The great abundance of thy enchantments. The great abundance of thy enchantments. I'm enchanted with this thing. A lot of us are enchanted with this thing. This right here is going to be the cause of a lot of our downfall. Because it used to be a point in time you had to travel to the orgy. You ain't got to travel to the orgy no more. You ain't got to go to the next city over. You can sit right at home, abracadabra, pull up whatever you want. You can pull up people getting killed. You can pull up all type of sick stuff on this thing.
And now you don't even have to have it in your hand to look it up. You could speak to it from a distance and it can give you anything you want from it.
Anything.
Hey Siri, and it'll pop up and it says, yes, Crazy work.
Crazy work. That's a good point. You don't even gotta. You could just talk to it now.
Man, open this. Tell me about that. What is this? Look this up for me. You don't even have to have it in your hand anymore.
That's how we know that this is Babylon Mystery the Great.
Wow.
Watch this. Read verse 10 now.
Con. Isaiah 47:10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else is beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it riseth.
Read.
And mischief shall fall upon thee.
Read.
Thou shalt not be able to put it off.
Read.
And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
Read.
Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy
Let's
sorceries.
see if your phone and your AI is gonna save you. That's the new thing now. AI. Elon Musk trying to create all this artificial intelligence, sorceries, enchantments, all around us, and we ain't even realizing it because this is the iPhone.
Right. This is my telephone.
It's just my iPhone.
What's your downfall?
Yeah, real talk. And I stand convicted on that.
Okay.
That's why he says
Me too.
if he could deceive the very elect, if it was possible, he would have deceived the very elect. That means the elect is going to barely make it out of this place. That's kind of scary. It's not kind of scary.
It is scary.
That is scary. ChatGPT. And I'm gonna tell you, I be arguing with ChatGPT because they don't be wanting to tell you the truth. I'm like, why you lying to me, ChatGPT? Why don't you just tell me? I'm not trying. Literally, ChatGPT. When I was looking up some of this stuff, it's always gonna lean to the side of America for sure.
For sure. That's his engineer.
Right, y'all said go back to flip phones. Then you got another problem too. You got the computer. You got the TV. He like, look,
You can't escape.
get rid of the iPhone. That's fine. Get rid of the Now you got a TV. You can still do the same thing with. Now you got Esau said you can't get rid of it unless you lock yourself up in the wilderness, literally. Go out and live off the grid. Esau said, I got everything covered. All right, you don't want a phone? I guarantee you watch TV.
Right. You're gonna watch YouTube.
Yeah.
You're gonna have you're gonna have a tablet, you're gonna have a computer.
Facts.
You're gonna have something.
Esau, that's why it says, stand now with the abundance of thy enchantments in verse 9. For the great abundance of thy enchantments. That means his enchantments is abundant. His enchantments is abundant. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The best times of my life where I had the least temptation to do evil was when I was young and when I didn't have a phone and I didn't have a computer.
That's a fact.
That was the purest time when I didn't have a phone and I didn't have a computer. Once I got a phone and once I got a computer,
Evil multiplying.
I'm telling you,
It's a fact, dog.
Satan is everywhere. He crafty. That's why the scripture says, with the abundance,
Glad you harping on that.
the abundance of his enchantments.
Everywhere you look,
It's an enchantment.
left, right, behind you, in front of you, it's there.
It's everywhere. Temptation is everywhere.
That's how I know we're the children of Israel.
And that's how you know this got to be the place of spiritual Babylon
has to be.
and Sodom and Gomorrah.
Because if it ain't, where is it at?
I'm trying to figure out.
Because if this ain't the last captivity, damn, I can only imagine what's up before us. If this ain't the last captivity, what's going to be ahead of us if this isn't it? Because this is hell.
This is the worst. For a spiritual man is hell.
For sure.
For a wicked man is heaven.
got the iPhone, I got the tickets to the game. I'm going to the soccer final in New York.
They love it. They
They
love the
love it.
wickedness. And not like that. We love it too. Because our flesh love it.
For sure.
Our spiritual man hate it. And that's why we have to fast more. We have to pray more so that our spiritual man can get us stronger so that we can survive in this.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. I want to show y'all a couple more things. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14 and 12.
Got you.
Rocking it up.
The
Now,
book.
remember what I told y'all. Who was the first beast that the dragon gave his power to? Let me see if y'all are paying attention. Who was the first beast that the dragon gave its power to, chat? Who was the first beast that the dragon gave its power to? The dragon being Satan. Okay, Rome. Okay. Then from Rome, who comes from Rome? Rome. Now, who comes from Rome? Who's the image? Who's that earth beast that made everybody worship that image through its religions and philosophies? Exactly, America. So I want to make sure everybody is following us.
Cooking with grease.
All right. So now let's go to Isaiah chapter 14 and let's read verse 12.
The book of Isaiah 14 and 12.
Wait, hold on. Jake said his phone bill $20 a month. Dang, I got to get the phone you got. Jake said his phone bill $20 a month. But Esau smart. He be trying to make your phone glitch when you try to go back to them flip phones and stuff. I knew somebody that wasn't trying to get rid of his I knew somebody that would kept his old flip phone, and he was like, these phones must have been made. Whatever flip phone he had must have been made before Esau started. You know, because now Esau got a bug where he can make everybody's phone start messing up, so he can buy the next phone.
That's a fact.
And he was like, "Look, this phone ain't never. I got lucky. I never left this phone. It ain't never obsolete. It still work."
Man.
Now Esau, you get the new iPhone. A new iPhone come out, and he's like, "Man, this thing don't even work no more," because he's trying to get you to get the upgrade.
That's a fact.
I had a flip phone for a minute too. I had an Obama phone for a minute. You remember that, Iman? Remember when I had the Obama phone? You wasn't looking nothing up with the Obama phone. Only calls, strictly calls.
That's it.
Strictly calls. That's it. You was texting, you was pushing that button like 3 times. You know how long it take you to ain't no text. You might as well call me because Rata ain't texting. Rata ain't texting. You know that. That's one letter. That was one letter. Y'all remember that?
I ain't had no Obama phone.
That's the A. That's the T.
Where you at? Take you 5 minutes.
Where you at? 2 minutes to type where you at.
Nigga, gone now.
Like, hey,
That's tough.
that's tough. You might as well just call me. I ain't texting.
I'm gonna pick up.
You see what I'm saying?
Cold work.
Cold word. Esau gonna make you, he gonna try his best to make you move with the times. And people don't read no more.
That's a fact.
People don't read no more. Everybody is turning into his enchantments. That's why AI, that Isaiah 47, that's AI. The abundance of his enchantments. That's AI. You want to know? Brothers, what does the scripture say about AI? Enchantment. Enchantment. That's what the scriptures say about AI. Enchantment. But how did Esau get this knowledge? I'm gonna show y'all something. Watch this.
The book of Isaiah 14 and 12.
Read.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the
Now
morning?
notice what it says. O Lucifer, son of the morning. What does Lucifer mean? Let's look this up real quick. You said what, Iman? Absolutely. Let's look up what Lucifer mean. Hey, follow me. There's about to be some heavy stuff right here. Look at this. Look at this. Let's go 12, right? Let's look up Lucifer. Follow me. Strong's
H 1966. Haleo.
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 Haleo means Lucifer, light bearer, shining one, morning star, Lucifer, of the king of Babylon and Satan. All right. The morning star, Lucifer. In the sense of brightness, Lucifer. So now Lucifer is the name that is associated with Satan and associated with the beast and associated with all the nations, the two main nations. I'm going to show you this. The light bearer. Now, let's go from there. Let's go back and read now. Read verse 12 again.
How art Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weakest the nations?
Which did weaken the nations. How did he weaken the nations? He weakened the nations because look how weak we are as people now. Men don't know how to hunt no more. We don't know how to survive no more. We weak. All we gotta do now is I'm hungry. Let me get my enchantment DoorDash.
I gotta walk 5 feet to my door, and that's it.
Uber Eats. Uber Eats. Enchantment right here. He made you lazy. That did it weaken the nations. ChatGPT over the library. Remember when you had to go to the library? Now you use ChatGPT. Remember when you had to read? Now you got audiobook. What is enchantment? You got to read. Just listen to it. How did he weaken the nations? It's not just talking about with war and taking us out with military might. He's saying weaken the nations with your morale. Men are weak now. Look how soft we are as men in this society. Brothers is soft, it's weak. Embrace being out of shape. Embrace being weak. Embrace being feminine.
That blessing of the sword is so much more than military might.
So much more.
It's so much more.
So much more.
Damn.
Watch this. Read.
Verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Elon Musk, he trying to go to Mars. I think 2027 or something, they said the planets are going to align just right for them to try to go to Mars. Elon Musk, they trying to go to Mars. They trying to go and send put their flag on Mars first. Whether you believe that they went to space or not, that's up for debate amongst yourselves. I'm not saying whether they did or not, but I am saying that they trying.
Right.
They sent some probes out there. Right. They got their satellites out there. He's trying to ascend. And what does that sound like? Because this is why I believe that they have gotten into certain places of space. You know why? Y'all didn't see the connection. Go to Genesis.
I see.
You ain't even realizing, huh? It's the same spirit.
Same thing, yep.
It's the same spirit.
It's Genesis 11
and 1. Look at this. It's the same spirit that's filtering from Babel, from the time of Babel, from Babylon to Rome to America. It's the same evil spirit. They trying to do the same thing. Look at this. Genesis chapter 11, read verse 1. Read.
The book of Genesis 11 and 1. And the whole earth was of one language.
What is Esau's kingdoms trying to do? Make everybody under one banner. Coexist. Everybody's equal. Coexist. We're all the same. Damn. Everybody's equal. We all got to get along, live together in peace. Everybody. We accept everybody. This is the same thing of the nations of antiquity. Because who controls these nations? Satan. That's why he showed Yahushua all the nations he controls. Look at this. Read.
And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly, and have brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
The only difference is now Esau uses his enchantments to do it.
Right.
It's the same thing. Now he uses his enchantments to do it. Wicked nations have always tried to get into the heavens. And it's the same reasoning. Babel wanted to get into the heavens because they didn't want the flood, the end of the world, to happen. Esau is trying to get into heavens because when the world ends. It's the same concept because it's the same evil spirit putting this into men.
There's nothing new under the earth.
They want to go into heaven because the flood, and they don't want the world to end. Esau trying to go to Mars because when the world ends, we can go to Mars. Right. We can live on Mars. I'm trying to find another habitable planet. But they will never be able to do it. But it's the same wicked evil imagination. But I do want to get this, though. Look what the Most High did say. Read.
Verse 5. Excuse me. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they began to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do.
The Most High said that they could not do it. He said, hold on. They might try to do it and really get it done. I have to disrupt them. That's why I believe Esau went into space. I'm not saying he walked on the moon, but he for sure got his intelligence, his enchantments out there, for sure. For sure, 100%. He for sure sent some probes out there, 100%. 100%. Because the Most High said during the time of Babel, they would have did it.
Right.
Building a tower. How much more Esau, when Esau is supposed to be wiser than Babel? Let me show y'all that. Let's go back to Isaiah chapter 14. And
Great point.
Let's read that again. Read verse 13. Yeah.
The book of Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Read.
I will set it also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the highest of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Says, I will be like the Most High. This is what Esau is saying. Let's go back to the Isaiah 47. It was something I wanted to get in that.
A little more on that.
Before we get into Lucifer, the son of the morning, I'm going to show you who the God of America is. The God of America is Satan. We'll expose the truth tonight.
Amen.
That says the Most High God. What did I have you at? Let me see.
Left off on 12. 47.
Okay, keep reading. Yeah.
The book of Isaiah 47 and 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly protagonators stand up and save thee from the things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before.
You see that? So he said with their enchantments, but the Most High is going to disrupt all of that.
Amen.
They're not going to be able to think that they're the Most High and escaping their judgment, trying to get to Mars. The Most High is going to disrupt all of that. But I'm telling you, it lets you know what time it is and how close we are,
right? Because
they really actively trying to get out there for real. They building all type of stuff, and they got weapons. They got a SpaceX program with weapons for space. Who they think they're gonna fight? Let's get Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 3.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
Let's read up a little bit. Read 2.
Verse 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God.
Look at what he says.
In the midst.
This is what Esau says. I am God. I sit in the seat of God. This is what they say. This is why Jeff Epstein and all these cats be worshiping Satan and they be thinking they God. Says, I am God. This is how they act, like they're God. Read it again.
God. Because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God.
Uh-huh.
I sit in the seat of God.
Uh-huh.
In the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
See, they think they're God. He think he's God with his enchantments. He thinks he's God with his space travel. He thinks he's God. He think he's the Most High. Right? Read.
Behold, verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
He's wiser than Daniel. What does that mean? He's wiser than Daniel. He's wiser than the prophets in wickedness. There's no secret thing that can hide from me. Can you do a crime and Esau not gonna figure it out?
Not at all.
You cannot get away with nothing now. Esau got a satellite that's why I tell people all the time. It don't matter. You know, you ever met those people that they cover? I mean, it's no shade, but you know, people that get paranoid, they cover their camera. Right. Cover their little computer camera, cover their camera. They don't want to. You not getting away from Esau. If Esau want you, he got you. Esau will find you. He can look. He has things that can look at you infrared in your house. The military got stuff where you be sitting in your house and they flying what's some little planes? Little planes.
Drone.
Little drone. And he can literally spy on you. You sitting there in your house. He literally looking at you in your house.
And you're not gonna hear that drone either.
You can't get away from Esau. It says, what thing can be hid from Esau? Esau right now, you think you can delete all your contacts and delete all that? Esau got it all in the cloud. That's what they doing now. You think you can get away with murder and you delete some text messages? Esau go back, he pull up all the text messages you thought you deleted.
Got everything.
He got everything.
Damn.
He got everything. Watch that. Read that one more time.
Khan, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. But the great wisdom and by thy traffic, thou hast increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
Because Esau does have wisdom, not the Most High's wisdom. He got his wisdom from who? Satan. Satan gave him his wisdom. Satan gave him his wisdom. The same way Satan went to Yahweh Shai and said, look, I'll give you all of these kingdoms if you bow down to me. He made that covenant with the beast in Revelation.
Yep.
And that the beast took it. Said, I'll take it. I'll take that covenant. Read.
Verse 6. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God, behold, therefore I will bring strange nations upon thee, the terrible of nations.
So the Most High is going to destroy this place. So y'all see that? So, excuse me, that's Esau's science, falsely so called. So now let's go from there. So we read Isaiah 14 and 12, Lucifer, the son of the morning.
Yep.
Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 11.
Gotcha.
And 14, I believe. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
So Satan has transformed himself into an angel of light. Now, why do you think? I'm gonna show y'all something. Go back to that Ezekiel real quick.
47 or 14? 14.
Now, look at what Esau's telling you who he is, y'all. Excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go back to that Ezekiel real quick. And let's read that from the top.
The book of Ezekiel or Isaiah?
It's Ezekiel 28 and 3. I wanted to show y'all something with that. I kind of moved a little too fast with that Ezekiel. No, you good.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
You see that? Wiser than Daniel. What does this all-seeing eye represent? And why is this on our dollar bill? You got to think. I know, but now we look at dollars like nothing, but you got to think back then this was big. Dollar bills back then, early 1700s, they had their own money, got their own money. When was American currency created? Somebody look that up for me. When was American currency created? When was American currency created? This is important. So the scriptures is telling you, and Esau is telling you through his secretism, right? He's doing it in secret, but he's doing it right in your face at the same time.
July 6th, 1785.
So the 1700s, okay?
Yep.
Yeah, so I was right. So you got to think, this was a big thing. For this to be the first thing on our currency, the first dollar bill, and they said, we got to put the all-seeing eye with a pyramid. What does this all represent? Everybody's familiar with the occult, but this is important because this is going with the scriptures. The scriptures is Lucifer, the son of the morning. Well, what does this all-seeing eye represent? What an all-seeing eye represents? Knowledge. What does Lucifer mean? Lucifer, son of the morning, also goes into being enlightened. Read that in Ezekiel again.
The book of Ezekiel 28 and 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
Wiser, because what do they profit themselves off of? Being wise, being smart. Cats like Jeff Epstein, who pride themselves on secrecy that people don't know, to claim that they're wiser with mystical knowledge, right? This is all what this is about. America is showing you who they are, because the all-seeing eye, it represents hidden knowledge. It represents enlightenment. It represents illumination. It represents secret wisdom. That's what the all-seeing eye represents. And it also represents being able to see everything. Being able to see everything. What did Ezekiel 28 just say? Read verse real quick. Read verse
2.
2.
Con. Ezekiel 28 and 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not God.
Where you at? Read verse 3.
Con. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
You see that? That goes into this all-seeing eye. That goes into this all-seeing eye. The Bible is giving you the context clue of him making literally giving you a play-by-play of him making the deal with the devil. Because what did Satan tempt Adam and Eve with? Forbidding what? Knowledge. Satan tempted Adam and Eve with what? Forbidden knowledge. This all-seeing eye represents forbidden knowledge, being able to see everything, being able to have all wisdom, being able to be made like God. Let's go to Genesis real quick. What did Satan tempt Adam and Eve with? Let's go to Genesis chapter 3 and read verse 1.
Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made.
Let's read verse 4. Get to the point.
Verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die.
Read.
For God doeth know that in the day ye the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
What has been the left-hand side's objective the whole time is that you can be like a god. What did the spirit of Esau say? That he wants to do what in Ezekiel 28? Verse 2, because thy heart is lifted up and thou hast said, I am God. The whole point is to be like God. And the occult is what makes them feel like that. America is ran by Satan. That's the secret God. But it got you thinking that they serve Jesus Christ. That's been the whole connection the whole time. Now, Esau bit the bullet. He said, man, I gave up my birthright. I got to make a birthright with somebody else.
He got to get
Let me go with Satan. I'll make a birth. All right, well, God forsook me. My brother stole my birthright. Well, look, Satan, Jacob don't want to make a deal with you. He over there with the Most High. Screw the Most High. I'll make a covenant with you. That's why anybody that you talk to that's Freemasons and in these occultic groups, they always say God was a real enemy because he kept knowledge away from us.
And I'm looking these things up. It says the new Coptius. It says he or as God province favors our undertaking, or it's also translated from Latin as he has favored our beginnings. Which is very, very interesting. In the bottom of the dollar says New Order of the Ages. Find that to be very, very interesting.
Yep. The eye represents and the pyramid represents all seeing. If you go back and watch this lesson and you don't think the white man is Esau and the devil, there's no more I need to say to you.
Enjoy Babylon.
If you can watch this video back and in your mind you still say the white man is not the devil incarnate, I don't know what else to say to you. I don't know what else to say to you if you can watch this back.
Nothing.
On his money. Now, you might not think that money means the dollar. Oh, we'll be throwing hundreds in here. You don't understand what this dollar bill represents for this to be put on our currency. This means that if this is on our currency, the first dollar bill ever made, this is the first piece of money ever made was the dollar bill, and it's on our currency. That's letting you know what we stand for. Because if I had to make currency, I'm gonna have BOW on it, because I'm letting you know who you dealing with.
Right.
When you look at the coins in Israel, they had the Jacob seal on it or some type of Israelite insignia on it, right. the menorah, because your money symbolizes you and your culture. Sure. The reason why this is on there is because they're telling you this is Lucifer, the son of the morning, of forbidden knowledge, from the tree of good and evil, that goes all the way back, that is trying to sum up and surmise all the evil. He got the forbidden knowledge. He bit the apple, the fruit. He took part in it. He's trying to go into the heavens. He's saying that he is God. This is Satan. This is Satan. That's why it says, let's read that again in Ezekiel one more time.
Behold, Ezekiel 28:3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
See that? The all-seeing eye. Because through my sorceries and through my forbidden knowledge that Satan gave me, I can watch you now with your phone. I can watch you now with my satellites. Satan gave me the forbidden knowledge. And I sit as God now on the earth. Crazy. Crazy stuff, right?
Interesting.
Go to Revelations chapter 11 and 8.
Read when I got it. The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Because Satan also prioritized Egypt. Esau, what he does is he says, I want to be the best nation. I want to be the top nation in the face of the planet. I want to be the top nation off the face of the planet. So all of the top nations, Egypt, Babylon, Greece, I'm going to compose all of them into my one society. Let me show you. I did this before. Why is this the Washington Monument, which is an obelisk, which represents sun worship and kingship and divine kingship. This is the Washington Monument. This represents divine kingship. This is an obelisk. You don't believe me? I probably misspelled it, but my bad. Hey, what's happening? And I can't. Oh, I'll just zoom in like this. Egyptian obelisk and Washington Monument. It's the same thing. And this is where all presidents get sworn in. Yep. And you know what the obelisk represents? It represents divine kingship. It represents immortality, and it represents ascension. And it's solar representation, meaning it represents the sun, which represents light, which represents enlightenment, which represents Lucifer. And this is in Washington, D.C., where all the presidents get sworn in. They already letting you know who their God is.
Every single president.
Every single president gets sworn in. And it's more, though. It's more. George Washington is a deity. What is that called? What is that called in the let me see. I think it's, dang, I forgot the political. Oh, here it is right here. Look at this. The apotheosis of Washington. This is the apotheosis of Washington. I brought this out a long time ago. Look at all of these Greek gods. Look at all of these. This is a god pantheon. And who's sitting right in the middle?
That's crazy.
This is a god. This is in Washington, D.C. Who is that sitting in the middle?
It's George Washington.
That's George Washington sitting around all of these pantheon of gods. This is in.
It's in the White House.
This is in the White House.
Oh, that's the state capitol building.
Oh, state capitol. Yeah. See that? Let me see. The apotheosis of Washington depicts George Washington sitting among the heavens in an exalted manner, or in literary terms, ascending and becoming a god. Didn't read Ezekiel 28 again?
That's in Isaiah. That's wow.
You understand?
Ezekiel 28 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because thine heart is lifted up.
Mm-hmm.
Thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man and not a God.
George Washington, you a man and you not a God. You a damn devil that's going to be destroyed with your people. But he thought he was a God. This is why You have the all-seeing eye on the dollar because it all represents Luciferianism. Son of the morning all goes back to the beast, which got his power from Satan, the dragon. See that? Crafty work, ain't it? Crafty work. And our people buy into God bless America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her. We got to pray for our country. This country was started by Satan. It's ran by the chief spirit of Satan. I mean, how much clearer do we got to get?
It's crazy.
How much clearer do we got to get? And also, what the obelisk symbolizes, the George Washington Monument, which is an obelisk, which is a pagan symbol that represents enlightenment and deifying the individual. When you die in Egypt, they'll build one for you if you was a ruler. So that George Washington Monument is symbolizing him as being a god, just like this painting. When he died,
statue.
yeah, so the obelisk is when you die, it represents enlightenment, but it also represents divine kingship and immortality. So they'll, like in Egypt, they'll build one for, like if the pharaoh died, they'll build an obelisk for the pharaoh. So the George Washington Monument is his obelisk. When he died, guess what? He became a god. He ascended. This is your founding forefathers of America, which is worshiping Satan. This is why in Ezekiel chapter 28, this is what their mindset is. They made the deal with Satan. In Revelation chapter 11, 12, 18, 19, they made the covenant with Satan. They said, Satan, I'll make the covenant with you. They speak as the dragon. Whatever the dragon speak, the beast speaks, and then the earth beast speaks. So I'm not that good. I can't make all this up. I'm not that good. Put sevens in the chat if y'all understand. Remember, Satan gave him his power. Let's go back there real quick to Revelation.
Gotcha.
America is ran by Satan.
17? No, that was
12 and 9.
No, that was 13. Well,
No, 12 and 9.
Revelations 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
Which deceiveth the whole world. Now go where you want it to go. And who did he do it by? Who did the devil and Satan deceive the whole world by? Read.
Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And the image of the beast should speak.
Not right there. Let's go to 13 and 2.
Excuse me. 13 and 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were of the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Read.
And a dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
Who gave the dragon? Gave the beast his seat, his power, his great authority, and taught him the doctrine of Satan, going all the way back to the garden of being enlightened, being given forbidden knowledge, being given wisdom, all-seeing eye, being able to see everything, to sit as a god. This is all literally Luciferianism is in the scriptures explaining to you that Esau, which is the last kingdom, is taking part in. Satan runs this kingdom. He runs this world. Satan runs this world.
Yeah.
Crazy, huh?
Look, you made my stomach hurt.
Jay got the bubble guts now, man. Jake's stomach turning, man.
Man,
it's crazy though. Now
it's
you can't make this
opening up.
Yeah,
I mean, because you know these things, but for the scriptures to show it in such great detail,
like that, very great detail.
It's like, damn. It's kind of like it makes you speechless.
And that's why we have to be careful to not take part in this beast system. And that's even the minute things. We might have a will to want to be righteous, but if you're watching pornographic flicks, you consuming yourself with evil things, you're not fasting, you're not praying, you got to be careful. Satan is trying to take us out. Even if you are aware, he still can get you.
Yeah.
So I just showed you guys the contract. So what did I show y'all in a nutshell? I just showed you the contract that Esau and Satan made. The contract was, Satan, I'll shake your hand and I'll take the gift that you tried to give to Christ. And Satan said, okay, I'll give you the forbidden knowledge of the garden, because God was trying to keep that from you. I'll give you wisdom with your sorceries and your enchantments. I'll give you all the fattest countries. All you have to do is make the world worship me. That was the covenant that Esau made with Satan.
Come out of her, my people.
Now that we got that, stay tuned for the Mark of the Beast tomorrow.
Amen.
Mark of the Beast gonna be crazy. It ties in completely. It's not a chip. It's not a chip, guys. It's not. Understanding this, everything is spiritual. I got you. Don't trip. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. All right. All praise to the Most High. We're gonna end it right there. We'll be back here tomorrow with a continuation going into the Mark of the Beast, which is the covenant and agreement with Satan. I love y'all. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Sabbath. If you do want to get in contact with us, please email us. Our email is right there. Believers of the Way 144k@gmail.com. Email us. If you guys want to give any type of alms, donations, or anything like that, please wait till after the Sabbath, and you can do so by our Zelle, which is our email. Okay. We love y'all. We really do. We hope everybody was edified. Go back and run this class back. If you caught it a little late, so that you can get the full totality, and join us back here tomorrow. I'll be here. We'll be back here tomorrow, 4:30 class. We're going into the Mark of the Beast tomorrow. So with that, love y'all. And that's I love. Before we end, I want to pinpoint this comment. Gave Esau everything that Christ rejected. Absolutely. He gave everything. So Esau got everything that Christ rejected. Yes.
Which is the whole world.
Yeah. Satan gave Esau the whole world.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Yes, sir. Love y'all. Until tomorrow, 4:30 Western Pacific time. Shalom. Have a beautiful Sabbath.
Shalom, family.
Shalom.